down. It's a fucking intro. It's a fucking intro. I'm doing this temporarily until I press a new intro scene. It's a fucking intro. It's a fucking intro. It's a fucking intro. Now on for the main show. Hello, welcome to Monkey's Kitchen. Today again we're back in the Scots kitchen by F. Marion McNeil. And we will be for a long time yet, because there's a lot of recipes in here I want to try that are interesting. Today we're making Highland beef balls. Apparently this is the thing we used to do. It's basically meatballs. I'm just going to try this recipe. So we need beef steak. Well, I've got beef mince. We need suet. We need salt. We need saltpetre or potassium nitrate. Make sure if you're ever making this that you get the food safe saltpetre. Potassium nitrate, you want food quality. Food grade. Otherwise known as A252 if you want your E number. Food grade. And you don't want to eat a lot of it. We also need, what I've got in here is ground cloves, black pepper, salt, Jamaica pepper, otherwise known as allspice, and ginger. Now it doesn't say whether you use ground ginger or root ginger. I'm going to go with ground, just because it's easier to measure. And we need sugar. So what we're going to do is we're going to mince finely 2 pounds of lean beef steak and 1 pound of suet together. And then once that's, we're going to add in a dessert spoon of black pepper, Jamaica pepper as it says here, then 1.5 dessert spoons of salt, a teaspoonful apiece of the saltpetre, the sugar and the ginger, and then half a teaspoon of ground cloves. So let's have a look and see how this goes, shall we? So it calls for 2 pounds of lean minced beef steak. I've got just under that with 700 grams. So I'm going to start off with measuring out the suet, shredded beef suet. So, should take 2 packs for this, we'll see. That is half a pound, yeah, 400 pound. So half a pound, so plenty of suet then needed. Hello Tyson. Here he is. Making an appearance in my video, are we? Yeah. So we're going to add in what is roughly going to be a pound. It's not a pound, but it's close enough. Considering that I haven't got the pound of meat, close enough. And we're just going to take this beef mince and stick it in there. And then we're going to squeeze it all together and into the mix. But before I do that, thank you Ronnie for moving the camera. Before we do that, I'm going to put in my seasoning. Ah, Ronnie. Alright, where's he put the camera? Not too bad. Still on point. So, we are looking at a dessert spoon, which is a 10 milliliter or 10 milligram weight of black pepper and Jamaica pepper. It should be flat for measurement, folks, not rounded if you want in the full dessert spoon. And all ground spice, there we go. Ronnie, fuck off, you're moving my camera. Close enough. Go away, go, get. Dumbass. Right, we want 1.5 of this. Ooh. Of salt, 1.5 being a teaspoon. Oh, excuse me. You can't see it, but my head is absolutely facing the other way, away from the food. Ah, sneezed into my shoulder. Lovely. We want a teaspoon of saltpetre, sugar and ginger. So we're going to do that now. Sugar. Saltpetre I bought because of this book. Generally it's a preservative. And it's used in a lot of food still these days, but not so much at home. So we want a teaspoon of saltpetre, and then ginger as well. Ronnie, if you land your head on this camera one more time, puppy, I'll put you back in your cage. Nah, I wouldn't really. He's been in it long enough today, because I wasn't at home. Ginger. And then the last thing we need is 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. I've just realised I've left my empty tins from the couple of nights from watching the Fitba on here. I meant to take them out to the bin before recording. Ah, well. And now we get to the fun part, which is mushing it all together. I'll be back once that's done. No, actually, I'll show it. Fuck it, we'll show it. Just get in there with your hands and start. Make sure your hands are clean. Mixing. Start mushing it all together, because it's a meatball. It's fine to mush. It's not like a... it's not like, Ronnie, get out of the bin. Get out of the bin, you. It's not like a burger where you want to handle it less. You want to mush as much as you can into the mix here. I should have probably let it come to room temp on the meat, because it's a bit difficult and stiff. But we're getting there. It's getting mushed in. So burgers handle less. You don't want to Ronnie, get out of the bin. You don't want to handle them. Meatloaf or meatballs, you can handle as much as you like. Actually, it helps a lot more if to handle them. This is tough. Like, seriously tough to get this all mixed well. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, it's getting there. Oh, getting there. Oh. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, that's it. All the noises you make when you're cooking, huh? And you've got to work with your hands in such a way. Oh, I tell you. Stiff, that's what this is. Very stiff. but that's what it says to put in. And we're mixing well, as instructed. So we're making sure this is all mixed well. And the suet and the mince is all mixed in with the spices. Should be easier if I had some sort of industrial mixer, I imagine. Or just some sort of mixer that can handle meat like this. But we're doing it the old-fashioned way, kind of. In a plastic bowl, you know, that old-fashioned Highland way of plastic. But yeah, there we go. I think that's done well enough. The suet is making that sticky now as it starts to meld with the meat, especially with my temperature in there, my hands. It's starting to get sticky, and yeah, I think that is well mixed by now. So we're going to take that and roll it into balls, which I am going to now set up and start doing. Because I haven't set up anything for that yet. Behold my rolling station. That's right, we've just gone with some greaseproof paper. Now it doesn't say how big to make your balls. It just says that, you know, mix well, roll into balls and cover them with melted suet. I don't have any suet left. So I'm just going to rely on preserving them in a fridge, the modern way. But here we go. Scoopy. A scoopy. I'm going to go with this big. Yeah, it seems alright for a meatball. And what I also suggest is that you could put them in ox skins and make them into links. I.e. make sausages out of this meat. Ronnie! Goddamn puppy. Puppies. Or that they make a good breakfast. Or supper dish. So you just gently fry them until they're brown. Doesn't suggest making a serving sauce or anything with them. Personally, I suspect I could put a sauce together. I'd have to figure out what to do with it though. What sauce to go with. So I'm going to make my balls. Try and make them all the same size. Roughly. I could use an ice cream scoop for this, but I'm eyeballing it. And yeah, we'll get these balls sorted out. You know, you think as a man I'd be used to playing with my balls with hand, eh? Boop. Right, okay. I think we're going to give out maybe 10 of these balls at this size. That's a slightly bigger one. Maybe. Just have to see. I'm giving it a good roll. Which is also going to help us mix in the suet and the beef. Well, I've got an eye for the size of my balls, at least. They're consistent. Ronnie, get down. Honestly, puppy. They're a consistent size, right enough. You bugger off. None of this is good for you. Actually, I don't know if cloves and allspice is bad for Doug. But you're not getting any anyway. What we're doing is we're looking for the perfect ball That can replace my one I lost to cancer. Make the perfect size, perfect shape, perfect weight. You know how it goes. Or maybe some of you don't, considering. But for the last 10, 15 years, 12 years, I've been searching for the perfect ball to put in my ball sack. That's what you come here for, folks. Cooking and topical things such as my ball sack. Oh, we're past the 8 mark. We're coming up to the 10. Might make it 12 actually. A good round 12 for a ball size. Yeah. I can't see that. I imagine this would be an interesting sausage mix into a sausage skin type thing for your breakfast. The suet's starting to meld and stuff, making it all sticky. That's right, you came here for my cancerous ball talk and the cooking, obviously. That's what everyone comes here for. Jesus Christ. Slightly smaller ones there, because I'm running out of food. In fact, I'm going to take a chunk out of that one. And roll 2 balls at the same time in my hand. Oh yeah, look at that ball rolling action. Oh, I'm such a child. Oh, put them in a sack together, it'd be perfect. And there we have our Highland beef balls. Oh, voila! Beefy, Highlandy, ballsy. I'm going to fry up the 2 small ones and we can see what they're like. Well, once I wash my hands and stuff, you know. Back in a bit. Okay, time to fry. Now I'm putting my Dutch angle on apparently. Nope, Dutch angle's fine. Heating some oil in a pan. Ignore the pan behind it, that's leftovers from yesterday. And we're going to fry up our 2 beefy balls. But first, and that should heat up quite quickly. It's cast iron on an induction stove. It's going to heat up quite fast. Lovely and fast. So once that's warm enough, and I've got that on what I'd call my not quite boiling temperature range, which should be on a cast iron stove nice enough to fry up these beefy balls. Do not put your hand in the cast iron. I'm holding it above so I can tell roughly when the heat is ready for it by the heat coming off it. Here we go, let's see how these fry up. It's not quite hot enough, but it will get there. And we're going to let that cook away for a few minutes. So here we are, our 2 balls that we've cooked. Looking good, a nice crust on them. In a second I'll open them and show you the insides, and we'll see how that goes. And obviously I've individually wrapped in cellophane all these meatballs, sorry, Highlander beef balls, just because I don't think they're too heavy to sustain the weight of each other in a tub. So I'll just wrap them like that and put them in a food bag and then stick them in the freezer. Right then, let's see how these look on the inside. Not quite cooked all the way through. I guess I needed just another minute, but that's fine. That won't harm anyone. Let's try a taste. If I was selling this in a restaurant, obviously I'd cook it through all the way. But that's an interesting looking texture when cutting into it. It's still quite soft. Let's see what it tastes like. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, that's fucking delicious. Why does no one make these anymore? Mmm. Mmm. Fuck me. I would kill for these. In a sausage roll. Puff pastry. Oh my god, yes. Oh. Mmm. The suet gives it a sort of... the suet gives it a... Suet binds it all together. Yeah. A really delicious way. The seasoning is there and it is fucking perfect. I have no adjustments to make to this dish. These are amazing. My beefy balls, people. Come try them. Holy shit. This is delicious. I don't know what else to say. It recommends breakfast. Yes. 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 Put them into sausages. It's a great sausage mix. This is fantastic taste. I really need to get my friend who is a butcher to try these because I think he'd be amazed. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Mmm. God damn. Oh, I do love a beef sausage. But that is, oh. Whew. Excuse me while I recover from that. Recommend making these. Absolutely. Spend a weekend. Make as many as you can. Wrap them up. Freeze them up. And eat them. Because, oh my god, the taste of these, the sensation, the flavour. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's me for now. See you again with another recipe that we'll see if it works in the olden days or not. See ya.